Yo, 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 yo. Pyramid block from the bottom to the peak. Ash me the lies, truth ain't weak. Naysayers squawking, no new speak. Scheme crumbling, cold shattered, bleak. Promises of wealth, gold feathered truth. Onpassive dreams, scans hollow booth. Eyes unblind, it's time to sleuth. Escape the web, find proof in youth. Time to bounce, leave the cold zone. Scheme falling, let it be known. Naysayers truth, our daggers thrown. Ashes kingdom, we're breaking the stone. Digital deceit on passive streets. Scams run deep, feel the beats. Investors cry, no way to eat. Unmasking this fraud, no repeats. Ashes words, smoke screen facade. Promises broken, dreams all charred. We've woken up, we're off guard. Breaking free, cut the cord, charred. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Lies exposed, truth widely spoken. Chain reaction, web is broken. Freedom's here, scams out in the open. Naysayers rise, no more coping. Blocks falling, schemes broken, ash got them choking, wallets getting stolen. Promises of gold, dreams been molded, naysayers expose lies, truth unfolded. Naysayers in the streets, ash scam unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling, end of the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ash scam unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Promises, illusions, they got you in a daze. Webs out flashy, but heart full of haze. Fake riches, paper castles in a blaze. Ashes, empire crumbling, end of the craze. Naysayers in the streets, ash scam unravel. Wake up out the cold, time to travel. Speaking code, let the truth rattle. Onpassive's a joke, no need for babble. Spinning tales in the dark. Got folks in trance, hypnotized by the spark. Dim truth peeking, find your mark. No riches here, just an empty park. Preaching progress, but reality twisted. Onpassive dreamers, naive and misfitted. Broken promises, karma never resisted. Naysayers stand, tell how we existed. Still you'll catch your time,
Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. Onpassive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Ash and his game wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in the dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ashes empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? Happy Friday to my sayers of nay. For some reason, it didn't unmute me automatically. It usually does. I don't know what happened. But I hope that all of you are having a wonderful start to your weekend and that you are ready for this week's Friday with the sayers of nay. It's still pay to play. It's still pay to play out on Passive. They are about to shut down Onpassive, actually, and start up on Fusion. And everyone is going to have to buy in again. And for some reason, everyone's celebrating right now that it's about to start any day now. Everyone's gearing up over this past week. Like, all right, guys, we're ready to go. And I'm over here like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. We don't have a website. We don't have an office. We don't have any technicians. We don't have any employees. We owe a lot of money. I don't know how you are going to do this, but it will be interesting. Hello, Albs. Good to see you. In it to scam it as always. And Jelly Snack is here. And Jelly came in and said, I've been online for 20 years. So Mr. Level says, I've been online since the AOL free trial CD dial-up days. And when I read that, I got a flashback to being like 10 years old and getting one in the mail. Because I've been online since 1995 because I remember my dad got an old computer from his work that had Windows 95 on it. And they used to kind of like let you buy the old computers. Like they would strip them and then kind of resell them out at that time. I don't know if they still do that. But my dad ended up getting one and bringing it home with Windows 95. And it was very, very exciting. Windows 95 was mint. We were so happy about it. Or it was probably groovy or kill or something at the time. I don't know what the expression was in 95. I was literally 9 years old, but I do remember it. And then Joe says, I got a web TV in 1997. Greetings, everyone. And I'm like, Joe, what's a web TV? Is that like what the smart TVs are today, but you used it for the internet? I'm not familiar with it. So if you wouldn't mind letting me know, I don't know what that one is. And Sam is here. Good to see you, Sam on Fusion. And Sam also came in and said, I hope that poor woman is unconstipated. Ivy Mix. If she's not, maybe we need to send her an enema in the mail. That might be a thing. I don't know. Violet is here and says, hello, my favorite bimbos and bimbros. I do really, really like bimbros. I keep forgetting to use it myself, but it's kind of Violet's thing. So I'm like, we'll just keep it as Violet's thing for now. Hello, Nani. Good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. I hope you're having a great day. And Violet says, at my first job in my gap year, fax technology, came to South Africa. Woo! It was amazeballs because we used telex before that. Ah, yes. See, we're all remembering when we first got the internet. Because, you know, Onpassive reminds you of when you first got the internet, because I feel like a lot of them are just getting the internet as they did prey on a lot of places that don't have the same kind of internet access that we do. And also their products are about up to par with the ones we're talking about at the intro of this. You know, like they're alongside the AOL CDs, right? Hello, Serene. Good to see you. I'm glad that you could be here. Did I miss anyone? Rajesh just came in, pig hand wavings. I could be misremembering, but I swear I heard some sort of noise when I was a toddler, 2004, something like a power up, but not Windows XP. Maybe, most likely. I have very good memories of when I was very young, but I can't remember what I did a week, right? Memory is funny. I was actually thinking about that earlier today because I had a playlist going and Chumbawamba came on the playlist and I sang all of the words to it as I forgot where I had placed something in my home. And I just kind of stood there for a minute and I was like, how do I remember all the words of this damn song? And I literally just put that down 2 minutes ago. And now I'm like, where did I just put that thing I just had in my hand? Like, what's going on with my brain? I'm over here just singing tub thumping, you know, like I listen to it every day. Probably haven't heard it in a little while. Probably not like as long as maybe something. I've probably listened to it like a couple years ago or something. But I was kind of like, I know every single word to this song. And like that whole album, really. How do I not know where I just put something, you know? Like, what's going on with that? Kind of funny. I do too. Were you looking at the wrong floorboard? Yeah, I was like, where did I put my husband? He was in the other floorboard. Chumbawamba was our walkout song for high school basketball. Yeah, I'm that old. I actually love that. And you're not that much older than I am. Because I was in like, I don't know, public school when that came out. You can't be that much older. You can't be that old. One of my all-time favorites. There was a party involving a jacuzzi and sambuca. The memories are a little fuzzy, but it was great fun. Oh, my only memory of Sambuca is when Onision poured it on himself. So I don't think we have the same memories of Sambuca. See, you're not old. You're not allowed to call yourself old if you're only 3 years older than I am. All right? You're just not allowed. It's officially banned. Banned. Was it a Diddy party? I hope not. Lord, I hope not. You don't want to go to a Diddy party and you don't want to go to a Drake party. All right. And that's well known in Toronto, Ontario, by the way. Everyone in Toronto, Ontario knows Drake has the parties. But, you know, if you're a girl and you're under the age of 18, you probably don't want to show up, even on accident. You'll be invited, though. Don't worry. I consider myself a late zillennial. Sorry, it took me a second. Zillennial. Just because of everything I remember. You know what? It's kind of funny because, like, I am more attuned with the older generation above me than I am with the millennials because of the music I grew up listening to, and also all the people I hung out with in my like years that I was growing up were all like 5 years older than me. For some reason, like when I was in public school, I was hanging out with people in like high school. That wasn't frowned upon in the late 90s for some reason. So like all the music I listened to was like that music. Like, do you know what I mean? I know you mean zillennial. I read it as that because I know what you're trying to say. I just had trouble reading the word. Because you're Gen Z, but then we're millennials above you. So you're saying you're a little bit of both. A little bit of both. But yeah, my memory's getting fuzzy because I am getting older, but I am still not old. So there's that. There's that. Everybody has heard of those. I grew up in Kingston, which isn't very far from Toronto. And a lot of the people in Toronto used to come to Kingston to party when they would get bored of their own parties. And we used to go to Toronto to party. It's like 3 hours away, which isn't a long drive. You know, we used to travel to Quebec to go drink when we were 18, and that's like 4 hours. So, you know, that's not too long. I was at the first Caribbean festival in Toronto. That was crazy. That would have been fun. Would have been. If you can't tell, my hand isn't working today. Well, my hands stopped working. I have a really bad carpal tunnel, and I drop a lot of things. Sometimes my hand's just like, nope, 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 nope. Yeah, he always grew up rich and had parties, like even in high school. Because, like, yeah, he did the Degrassi thing and all that. Anyway, moving on. Let's get into our Onpassive stuff. Like I said, it's been an interesting week. Because for some reason, they're all celebrating like this thing's about to pop off. But before we get into these weird celebrations, and the videos that we're going to get to of Bill Musk's are also very weird. Of course, I think we should start off like we always start off with this week's Onpassive Meme Review. Feel like it gets us into the groove of things. Yes, things are happening. They keep saying this everywhere. And I'm like, what things? And where are they happening? So don't worry, we had enough memes this week. We did. Like I said, they're all very excited. It is much brighter. I feel like they're yelling that part at us. It is much brighter. And then we have fire party. He is fired up to change the world. Again, I'm assuming that she's talking about Ash Mufara, but she could be talking about anyone. I mean, maybe your dad just got off of the toilet after his morning poop and she's excited for him. He's like, I'm going to really kill things at the office today. I don't know. But it was posted in an Onpassive group. So I'm assuming that she's talking about Ash Mufara. But again, a lot of these like posts, they get shared around by other people after one person posts them. And that would make sense if when I'm looking at the image, I know what they're saying in the image and what they're talking about. But something like this, it's almost like a coded message that only the other people in Onpassive would understand. Anyone outside of Onpassive is like, what's brighter? Who's fired up? Who's going to change the world? What's going on? And I don't think it has the effect of you then wanting to go find out by like looking into the company. Like they seem to think. I think attraction marketing in that way has kind of died a little bit if you're doing it like this. Take me back to the early mid 2000s, I swear. I was in high school in the early 2000s. You consider me as an old soul. I've had a lot of people tell me that I was an old soul, especially when I was younger. People used to say that about me a lot. Very minimalist. It kind of is. It kind of is. It's one of those Facebook posts, it looks like, happening in Marty's giant ass adult diaper. Could be. It's like one of those Facebook posts with just the text but like again, then other people share them out. People screenshot them and then they'll share them on their other socials. And I'm like, nobody knows what you're talking about. Nobody. But in this one, you know what they're talking about. It's a little more telling, right? We have the Onpassive logo, and then they just put ecosystem. And it's so funny because like the gold words look like it goes with the picture. We have this dark blue background, but then we have some like gold along the outside, that border. I think it's supposed to be a border. And so that looks like it matches, but then the logo's just kind of stuck on. And then the ecosystem being in green throws the whole thing off. If the ecosystem in green wasn't there, it might still work because we're going with the blue and the gold. You know what I'm saying? But it just like, it makes it look a mess to me. Anytime new OES is coming, the world is going to be shocked on passive ecosystem. I'm like, what? The world's going to be shocked on passive ecosystem. And then I was like, was this a message from the Onpassive ecosystem? Like they're telling us this? They like signed out. Love on passive ecosystem. The world will be shocked. But again, it's like we've had the ecosystem for a long time. We've had a few of them, actually. They've gone through 3 or 4 different versions of their ecosystem. The first one was the Go Founders that they're using for the Go Founders now. But now, like, the Onpassive website goes to the oes.onpassive.com and you log in there. And that ecosystem, we've had that since, oh Lord, since I've been covering it. I think I came after they switched it, or no, while they were switching over to that one. So it's been a few years because they were having the login issues. So it's been a few years. One sec, guys. Sorry, I had somebody at my door. So like now I've totally lost my train of thought. I've just lost it. It's gone. It's disappeared. After they write on passive ecosystem again, I don't know. I don't know. Oh yes, I was talking about the OES. Sorry, I'm back on track now. So the OES we've had for 3 years. Okay, about 3 years now. And I don't understand why we're so excited about it, because I don't feel like we're getting a new one. Like I don't feel like it's going to be any different. Like, because the OES they have now isn't that different from the Go Founders area. So it's like, okay, well, what are they going to do with the new one that they haven't already done? I'm sure not much, you know? Our little community will be shocked. Guess that means we are the world. Choo-choo! They do have codes between the ones at the very top pyramid, as there are multiple pyramids below it in different segments and codes. The Dharma code. Right? The Dharma code, and then you need like Chris and Red to translate it for you. That's what you need. But yeah, we're very excited. The world's going to be shocked by yet another Onpassive ecosystem, I guess. And apparently it's the Onpassive ecosystem letting us know. So there you have it. Again, I don't know. I never thought I would say ecosystem so many times. I don't know what this one says, but I like it, because I feel like they made their own Onpassive logo. Like, that's not the font that we usually see. Then they have the real one as like a watermark, because it's faded up in the background there. So I don't know why we had to put it on there again. I'm assuming that has something to do with what I can't read. Or they just felt like slapping it on there again. But, you know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Because it looks like somebody, like, took a bite out of it, you know? If you look at this part right here, right? It looks like a cookie that someone took a bite out of. And I'm like, I like that. Because, you know, someone is taking a bite out of Onpassive. And soon we're going to be watching a video by John White and Bill Musk called "Don't Bite the Hand That Will Feed You." So I was like, huh, interesting. It goes with the theme. I like it. Maybe they should use this one instead. It's more telling because it looks like it's falling apart. So just like Onpassive, you know? The new OES will have a remember my login option. It's going to be nuts. That's what I mean, though. I'm like, what are they going to do? Like, they're going to add one thing to it and then be like, oh, guys, it's brand new. It's amazing. We'll be like, it's not really that revolutionary, dude. Everyone else has already done this 100 times, and you should have already done this the last time, right? Just log in and say thank you, because Ash will hear you. It is nice font. I kind of like this one better, you know? Now that I've been looking at it for a while, I'm like, I like this one better. At least they tried to do something with the font. I feel like the logo is like Comic Sans or something, Times New Roman, something that we just see too much of already. You know, it's not fancy. This one's fancy. Then we have this Onpassive comprehensive suite of business assets. And then I was confused because I was like, I don't know if they're doing that as a joke, which would be funny, you know, if they were calling it an O business because they put O in front of everything. As you can see, those are their products. O Mail, O Connect, O Trim, O Wallet, O Net, and then they have O Domain on there, which I don't remember hearing much about that, although everyone is going to get their own domain and probably have to buy it through Onpassive eventually, according to all of them. I still don't remember hearing much about O Domain, but I guess they do have a logo for that one. But I'm like, I don't feel like they're joking with us. So now I'm like, is O Business another product? We're going to have O Staff, O Manager, O Business, O Company, O Pyramid Scheme, oh fuck this, you know, like they'll just keep it going. This is so 2023. It really is. I'm not expecting a CAPTCHA test. Most founders will fail it. That would be funny. They think they're so fancy. They do. I mean, this is fancy if you compare it to the rest of them, you know, then you could argue it's fancy. Oh, Fusion T. Bill Musk. I want to come up with Oh Susie. The O looks like a 0 to me. You're right. It kind of does. The suite of 0 business assets. Hey, that might be the most honest marketing I've ever done. You know, when you put it like that, Kevin, then it's like, you know, maybe they're finally doing some ethical marketing here. They are finally telling us what it's about. Then we have this. And this makes me laugh because if you look, it looks like it says Onpassive. It's supposed to be a P. It's supposed to be a P. But it just looks like they threw a logo kind of in the center there. So it's Onpassive. And it's been Onpassive, but it's never been Onpassive before. So, you know, and it's funny because, you know, some of these, when I look at them, make me feel like I'm on acid. So, you know, we're close. Onpassive, including onpassive.net, but it looks like ontpassive.net. And then it says Onpassive trademark. And again, this is how many times they like to put the company name everywhere, by the way. And now nobody's saying the company name. It's just, you know, interesting. And then it says, include short AI products, including X businesses and all and technology domain. Because it appears that they used AI to do up this image. And as you know, AI is not very good with words and letters. So that's what it says. And then it has India, Connect, Wallet, Dubai, Trim, Singapore, USA, Australia, Egypt, Africa, Europe, Bangladesh. And I'm like, if you're listing, like, what are you listing? Hold on. Because it's like, we got some products in here. Connect, Wallet, Trim, I'm assuming is Trim. I can't read what's in Hindi, unfortunately, so I'm unsure of a couple of them. But then the rest, you're just listing off places. And then it looks like we have some flags up there, but they're not correct. And so I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused by that bottom bar. Not really sure if they're supposed to be like listing, because at first I was like, are they listed some products and then where the products were made, maybe? But then I was like, no, because don't have an office in Australia or Africa or Europe. So I'm a bit confused. They think that they have one in Singapore, Dubai, and in Hyderabad. So I'm a little bit like, I don't know what that's supposed to be about. Again, must have been AI doing its thing. And then we have domain again. And I'm like, man, they're really bringing back that domain this week. What is up with that? Why are they posting it everywhere? So confusing. It really is. It really is. Yes, and it also has 3 S's. So it really is Onpassive. Graphic design is my passion, right? I know, Sam. Where is the Australian flag? I don't know what we're doing here. It's like they don't even have the USA flag. All these flags are wrong. Okay? They couldn't Google search the flag. And what's going on in the background? Like, what are we doing? Like, what does that have to do with Onpassive? It's very weird. Nothing is happening. I noticed they posted Australia and Europe twice. Makes sense. They are in 200 countries. Right? That's how they do it. But yeah, I like how Onpassive products here being marketed are on like a phone, a laptop, and then they're walking on water, I guess. So there's that. There's just a lot going on here. And then I guess those are supposed to be coins. Then we have this one where it's like they keep bringing back the fact that they think Onpassive is getting a debit card. So they keep posting up these debit card pictures. And there's all different kinds of them. And it's so funny because they'll post several different kinds in one group. And everyone in the comment section will be like, oh my God, it's so great. Can't wait until I get mine. Like as if it's real. Because I feel like AI made this. Because like these cards don't exist. And this isn't really an editing job. This is more of a AI made that card, but it's just like then somebody else will post a picture of a card and it will be a completely different card. It won't look anything like this one, for example, right? And then the same people will be like, oh my God, this is so amazing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, are all of them bots? Like, what is going on? And I find it fascinating the way that they're just willing to intake the information without questioning it and just go, oh, wow, I'm so excited. This is going to be great. So we have this debit card surrounded by all the different things that they have. Like we have, which again, this doesn't make sense because we have Onpassive's logo, then we have some of the products, and then we have like Go Founders, and it's like, so are we just throwing all the logos on there? Is that what we're doing? Like this picture doesn't mean much, you know? And then I can't really make out the letters in the bottom left corner. But when I did make the image very, very large, it looked like it wasn't saying a whole lot. It looked a lot like the last picture where there were like a few words that you could make out, but for the most part, it was gibberish. So more AI and not Onpassive AI, which is what's also frustrating. So those that know that it's AI will be like, oh my God, Onpassive's AI is so amazing. It makes the best pictures. And you're like, oh, you were so close. You were almost there. But no, of course, it's not Onpassive's. I swear half of the founders are bots, right? Al is a very busy robot. He works around the clock. I hope they're paying him his wages. Jeez. Now we have this one. The top. Onpassive. Onpassive. Empowering the future. Limitless possibilities ahead. And it's like a sign that says AI. And then we have in the bottom right-hand corner a picture of Ash. He looks very happy. He's giving a thumbs up. And it says CEO. Ash Mufara. Isn't that the face of a man that you just want to hand over $108 million to and then never see it ever again? I mean, I look at that face and that guy with his thumbs up, and I'm like, I cannot wait to hand him over my money. He looks super trustworthy. So, Onpassive is on the top of that sign. So if that's what they meant by Onpassive is going to the top where your ears will pop, then congratulations, Onpassive, for getting to the top. I'm just Al? I mean, is it Al? Is that Al? Are we finally meeting Al? I mean, I wish that Onpassive could make a robot like that. That would be hella cool. You know? I think it'd be fucking fun. And it's probably a real robot. Either it's a real robot that they stole and then obviously slapped the logo on, or it's an AI-generated image with a very real founder standing in it, by the way. The man in this picture is real. It's a real picture of a man standing in the office. What's not real is the robot, the table, and the coffee mug. So I was just kind of like, oh. I mean, are they going on a date? I hope that they're happy together. Oh my God. Johnny 5, no! Al and Earl ran off together. Jelly's scared. What it is. Serene says it's an AI-generated image. Is that 1980s Ash? If the future is AI and their AI is awesome, surely they wouldn't mind if we made AI photos of their founder. Surely they wouldn't. They do it. The one on the left is not a real man. He looks like a robot. Well, here's the thing. This guy on the left does not look happy to be there at all. So I was kind of like, listen, if they just found a picture of some guy and then stuck that in front of it, why wouldn't you find a guy that looks happy? Wouldn't you want somebody like smiling? This guy looks pissed. This guy looks like he went on a blind date and like showed up to the restaurant, ordered a coffee, and then out walked Al, and he was like, fuck, Judgment Day is coming. And then was pissed, you know? They got catfished by a robot. That's what he looks like here. He doesn't look like happy. He's not like, oh, I'm so glad to be in this company. When I see this face, I'm like, yeah, don't work in whatever office this guy's in. All right? Don't work in whatever office this guy is in. Reboot him. Reboot him. It's not 80s Ash, not enough. I love it. Have they just been caught in a compromising position? You would think so by this face, right? Right? You would think so. He has no heart. He doesn't have a heart. He's very angry here. He's very, very mad. Very mad. This was a video that for some reason, I couldn't download it. And it really wasn't worth like recording because it was so teeny tiny. But all you need to know is that it starts with this tiger. And then the tiger gets up close to us in the frame and roars. And when it roars, it then turns into what we refer to as Elvis Ash. I don't know what it means. I don't know why they would want to have somebody mean. The tiger looks pissed, okay? Like, as you can see, as you guys can see, this is not a happy face on this tiger. This tiger is not happy. It looks like he's about to eat us. And then when he like kind of opens his mouth to growl at us, it turns into Elvis Ash. You know? Like it's like, and then like Ash goes, do or die. Like, and you're like, what? I don't know why. I don't know if it's supposed to mean like, oh, our great and powerful leader, he's like a tiger. I don't know what they're doing. I was very confused, but I did want to show it to you as best as I could. When Ash said he wanted a Coke machine in the break room, when will the judgment be coming? You mean in terms of the SEC case? The SEC goes to trial with Onpassive in April of 2026. What? Guess Ash can't afford a new suit jacket. Yeah, that one's looking a little rough, huh? Huh? That tiger looks mind controlled by Onpassive. I mean, that is something that they do know how to do, is control people, you know? It's Men's Warehouse, Ash. If I'm going to be used to promote Onpassive, I'm going to fire my agent, the tiger, probably. Probably, most likely. I would if I were him. I think it's the whole aesthetic in India. You would be pissed 100% of the time if you were starving all the time, had to go vegetarian, and there were millions of cows just walking around all the time. I guess so. Also, everything's so like big and bold. In like Dubai, for example, everything's like red and gold. They have like red and gold everywhere. You know, everything's very flashy. Like, remember like the OneCoin promotions that the Recovering Hunbot used to show us, and like how flashy things always were? Very much like that. I get the same vibes with Onpassive as I did with OneCoin. I had a couple Men's Warehouse suits in the 90s. Nothing wrong with that. Get your suits for cheap. Again, I don't know what they're saying, but it does end with 100%. I I don't know what's going on. I didn't know that Bigfoot joined Onpassive. And I'm just like, once again, kind of like, leave the kids alone, damn it. Leave the children alone. Leave them out of this scam. Stop going after the children. So I don't know what message we're supposed to get from this one or the last one. They seem kind of intimidating. If you want me to be honest, I'm kind of like, no, thank you. I'm good. I don't need to be eaten by a tiger or whatever the fuck this thing is. I really don't. This is like Ash Mufara when he doesn't shave for a little bit. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Is it Marty DeGarmo? Like, what is going on here? Why? What message should you get from this? You know? I'm just like very, very scared. Jelly, if you were scared before, may I introduce you to this one? This one, I'm like, what's going on? That kid wants his $97 back. Yeah, like he had to save up all of his Christmas and birthday cards from his grandparents for a very long time. A very long time. In order to afford this. And then when he went to go get a refund, this is what comes out. I mean, that would deter me. I'd be like, you know what? You just keep that money. Just keep it. Okay? I don't need it. Hello, Carlos. Good to see you. Why are you dead naming me? You know? It just, I don't like this. Have you ever watched the catfish videos about Jody and Colin? My all-time faves, and I've watched 100 times. I love watching the catfish videos. I watch all those too. They're great fun. I've covered catfishes as a scam before. It is fun. Okay, I gotta get this thing off my screen. Oh my god, this is not much better. There's a lot going on here. I know it says the word stay, and that's ironic because my eyes cannot stay on one thing when I am looking at this picture. It makes my brain want to shut down. They're darting all over the place, my little eyes, trying to be like, what am I supposed to read here? What am I supposed to be looking at? What is going on? Why are there butterflies? Who the hell is this dude? At least he's wishing us peace. I guess there's that. So it does have like onpassive.com on the top. And the left side reads artificial intelligence 100%, which I'm like, yeah, that makes up Onpassive. Full of artificial intelligence. Onpassive. 100% artificial intelligence. That should be their motto. Get rid of in it to win it. That's the one. Ash Mufara, that's the one. Hey, little Miss Lulu, good to see you. Hi, Michael, good to see you. Onpassive trading cards, another great product for them. You know, at this point, like, they should just start doing their own thing. Some of them have started merch and stuff, and I can't fault them. You join an MLM, you're supposed to be making an income, and then you sit around for 6 years and don't make a dime. Like, you know, so if they do open up a merch shop or something, I'm kind of like, well, I hope they get a few sales so that they can at least get something back for what they've paid into this in some way, you know? So I wouldn't be mad if they started something like that. I really wouldn't. If they did like trading cards, you know, we could start doing Onpassive trading cards. Just as a joke, though, not to buy. I would never like charge for them. But maybe we should start doing some Onpassive cards. You know, we'll make one for each of the founders. And we'll just have little write-ups like they do here on the tubes. We could do that. I could probably sort that out. We don't know their mythological figures. It seems like more brainwashing stuff. Probably. So artificial intelligence 100%. The bottom says the future of internet in white. We're reading like the border right now. And then it says, we are in it to win it. Stay tuned. And then the writing at the bottom has his name and then says, I am part of Onpassive. Stay connected in orange and stay positive in green. And up at the top there, it says, true stay. It says stay true. But I don't know. I read the word true before I read the word say when I look at that lettering. So I originally read it as true stay and was like, wait, no, that's not what it is. You've activated my trap. 5-hour teleconference. That's right. They could do trading card night instead of trivia night. Aha. Aha. I was just like, oh, we should charge. These people will buy anything. I'm not here to rip them off, Alps. That defeats the whole purpose of my existence here. That's an Uno card. You use it to freeze the game for 6 years. I hope it's not a big board game because, you know, that would be a long time to keep that on the table for. I'm just saying. Ash, ace of spades. Susie is the queen of diamonds. Okay, I still get to be the queen of spades, though, right? I get to steal that card, though, right? So yeah, again, I'm not sure what we're supposed to get out of this. It's weird to me when they make these declarations, because that's how I view these sorts of posts, where they're like, hi, my name is this. I'm in Onpassive. I'm loyal. It's like, it's weird. It's bizarre. It's like, what are you doing that for? And what are we supposed to think when we see that? Because I think, oh, that's weird. Did your boss make you do that? Don't do that. You know? If I was a random person and I came across this, I would be like, why are they all like declaring who they are and that they're a part of this thing? Seems really culty. What the hell? Onpassive could be a new card in the Illuminati card game. Could be, for sure. Stay positive and look deeply into the card. It hypnotizes you to hand over $97 every 6 years. I don't even know where to begin. There's a lot with this kaleidoscope eyes. Lucy in the sky with diamonds would be very upset. John Lennon is rolling over in his grave right now. Just like, don't do this. Okay? Don't, whatever this is, don't do it again. It's just a lot. And it's like every time I go to try to read part of it, my brain explodes. It just explodes. So we have a hexagon in the middle. That's the one with 6 sides, right? And then they're all around the outside, and each one is actually a different image. Even though it looks the exact same when you first kind of see it, it's like one of those posters that you have to stare at for a while and then you can see the image, you know? One of those. It's kind of like that. You got to kind of look at the image for a bit before you realize that each of them is its own picture of a product. So in the little white bubble on all of them, it lists a product. The one in the left-hand top corner says, oh, bless. And then it's like, oh, connect, oh, mail, oh, trim, oh, nets at the bottom, and oh, verify is under oh, bless. They all have a picture of the same gentleman, the exact same picture. And I'm assuming he's the one that made this picture, or else someone is a real big fan of his too. And then we also have like a unicorn. Just kind of there because, unicorn company. We are the unicorns. We are the stars. Weird. And then on the other image, on the outside, it's all the different logos for each of the products, right? But then in the middle image, it's a picture of Ash Mufara in front of the Onpassive logo. Kind of like how the gentleman who made this is also standing in front of the Onpassive logo. And then they wrote like Ash Mufara on it, but it's like cut off. And I feel like the guy in the picture might have made the initial posts and then somebody else threw them all together. Because there's a couple different tags on the image. If you pay very close attention, it says Martin randomly on the image in different spots. I don't know how to put it. It's not all in the same spot at all. But then there's another tag. If you really look in the very middle of the image, you can just see another tag. So then I'm like, 2 people got together to come up with this. I hope it didn't take 2 people to come up with the whole thing, from start to finish. But it would make sense if like he posted each of these images and then someone like thought it would be a good idea to make a collage. And this is why sometimes when you have ideas, they should just stay ideas. Just like Onpassive and many of their ideas. Their free trial must have ended on whatever software they were using, and they said, fuck it, I'll post it anyway. It all makes sense now. Onpassive is a collectible card game where nobody knows the rules. Oh, poop. Mm-hmm. Oh, poop. On Fusion, Onpassive is massive. Yeah, see, it says Martin. And then it also, I can't really make out. The other one, it looks like it's an L-I-N, like it's Linmila or something, but there's another tag. So you're like, who is that? Who is that? And which one of you did this to us and made us look at this? I have some things to say. Hello, sweet God. Good to see you. I hope you're having a lovely start to your weekend. So it's a lot to look at. And then we have this post by Brian that says, join the revolutionary vision of a brighter future for yourself and your children with Onpassive. Of course, all in capital letters. Didn't want Tanja to come yell at him, A rare opportunity to transform your life forever, filled with financial and time freedom, and discover if your future and legacy are worth fighting for. What? What do you mean? Like what? Filled with financial and time freedom. Okay, it's a rare opportunity to transform your life forever, filled with financial and time freedom, and discover if your future and legacy are worth fighting for. And I'm kind of like, huh? Wait, why are we beefing all of a sudden? Wait, I gotta fight? What's happening? What do you mean? I thought you were listing off like what it was gonna do for me. And now you're telling me I have to prove myself in a fight. Excuse me, sir? Then take control and rewrite your own history by sending a message. And I'm like, I think you're sending your own message. And then it goes, thank you, Manu Miller, for all your selflessness, hard work in creating such powerful, inspirational quotes and putting them to posters. And I just love this. Because they were really celebrating Manu. and how she does such a good job of taking powerful inspirational quotes and putting them to posters. You know, you gotta love how people take those quotes and put them to posters and then post them on their stations while they're getting paid to use the products. It's great fun. You know, that's heartfelt. It really is. And then it says, reset your life. But as Thomas is pointing out, you can't really see the R and the T. So it looks like S your life. S your life, damn it. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's again, this is why sometimes maybe just don't do that. Keep it as an idea. Then we have this post from P. Sharma. I've noticed a lot of negative talk about Onpassive, and I want to make something clear. We have full faith in the company and its future vision under the leadership of Mr. Ash, which is so funny to hear him call Mr. Ash, because like usually when you say Mr., you use the last name. Like if I go to the bank, for example, they greet me and they'll be like, hello, Mrs. Gibbons. You know, like they don't say, hello, Mrs. Beth. Like, it's very weird. Very soon, you will witness a significant change that will prove this company is on the right path, regardless of the doubts. Those who underestimate Onpassive will have to rethink their stance. And I'm like, says who? Like, it's this weird thing where they seem to think that once they launch, if they start to get people joining, then we're going to have to join. Like, we have to. Like, someone's going to show up at our door and be like, hello, excuse me? Yeah, hi, I'm just here to make sure that you have major $97 buy-in to Onpassive and that you have bought OConnect. Otherwise, I am going to have to ask that you turn around and you have the right to remain silent. Like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, what do you mean? We're going to have to. We will have to. Have to. We are committed and will continue our support because we know great success is coming. It's better to prepare yourselves to see results that will exceed all expectations. A lot of preparing for that. We are here to succeed, not to listen to doubt. Hashtag Onpassive, hashtag O_founders, hashtag Ash Mufara, hashtag Dubai, hashtag Onpassive_Arabi. And then they posted this. Onpassive Arabi. New beginning. So there's that. Same ones. We get the same ones. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, then one will be appointed to you. Blah, 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 blah. It's pretty much the same. We have the same sort of spiel for that. Not difference. I've never been actually arrested before, though. Not even once in my life. I've never, ever spent a night in jail. I've never. I got charged for shoplifting when I was like younger, but I was underage. So I had to pay a fine, and then I had to write an apology letter and donate some money to a charity. And then I was horrified and never took anything ever again because you learn your lesson. You'll learn your lesson. And that was when I was like a fucking teenager. But even then, didn't really get arrested. So never had the handcuffs on me. Not even once. I have no clue what that's like. Just saying. I never watched any Canadian police dramas. That's okay. It's okay. We watch all the American ones in this house usually, though. I've been arrested at the border, so basically I've been in trouble in both countries. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. The goth years. The goth years. My goth years were like 12, 13. Weirdly enough. That's when I went all goth and weird. This one is fun for the whole family. Onpassive. And then we got quotes. The language of winners. And we have Ash Mufara. And then they have done us the solid of collecting a whole bunch of the bullshit things that he says. I may not change the world, but I can change someone's world. Disruptive technology. Unicorn before born. Catmo. Beacon of hope for humanity. Owl with heart. Stacking the cool. When we reach the top, we will create a new top. Get ready for the greatest shape of your life. Lifting up humanity. Like as if Ash is the only person in the whole world that said any of these, right? Like lifting up humanity. Only he has ever said that. That's his quote. Done deal. See you at the top where your ears will pop. Is that before or after you create the new top, though? Sorry, again, I'm not a ride or die person. I got a lot of questions. OMV, which this was weird. I've never seen it just called OMV before. Over market value. Now, see, I would have understood that if they didn't also, in parentheses, say over market value and tell us what it meant. Because I would assume that they were putting OMV because they didn't want to write out the whole thing because there wouldn't be enough room or something. But, you know, we are talking about on-passive marketing. We are so in it to win it. Do or die. Correction to the corruption. And I'm like, huh? Did you guys think those were good? Let's collect them. Let's collect them all. Oh, this is perfect since on-passive is done and dusted. It is, because they put on-passive in quotes. Like, it's not real. Oh, Lord. On-passive E. Right. It's supposed to be like a person there. Do you guys remember watching that webinar where he explained the logo to us? And he was like, and we wanted to make the V a person. And I was like, that's supposed to be a person? Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I see it. They've just taken Ash Bingo and used the phrases for this meme. Where is I am your friend? You know what? You're right. Where is it? Because we all know that that's our favorite.
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
But it's just not on there. They didn't put that one on there. But I was like, thank you. That's very helpful, you know. Now I just need to add a few of them, and we've probably got them all. And then we can find videos where he has said all those things, and we can finally do a giant compilation. This was posted up by Marie Hanch, who is suddenly a naysayer. She's in Live Good, and we're going to have a talk about that, Marie. But she's left on passive, and she's been posting things like this, and I loved this. I thought we would, I'd share it. On passive is a scam. Ash Mufara, liar, scam, 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 scam. Basically, she took one of their pictures where it just says, Ash Mufara, the world needs you. And then she put scam and liar on it. And I was like, I like it. I like it. I think we should keep this one. It's very good. And he is like so AI generated in this picture. It's like this would be Ash's headshot if he was trying out in Hollywood, you know? I like it. On Pokemon, the FTC is trying to catch them all. Do or die is the worst one. Ash has always repeats. Yep, it really is, though. It's like, okay, we ain't doing, so. And then there's this, also posted by a naysayer. Farty DeGarmo, have you seen my Johnson? Which I love it. I love it. And, you know, I was thinking, it might be time for us to switch up our ad break. You know, might be time to switch up our ad break because we're all getting up there in age now. It's been like 2 years. We're all getting up in age. And so I'm thinking that we need an ad break searching for Johnsons. And we need some more Onpassive ad breaks. So I'm thinking of redoing some of them, you know? Because he does need help finding his Johnson. He really does. For those that don't know, that's a running joke from back when I was streaming on the Recovering Hunbots channel because Marty was looking for Chris. And instead, he just announced, "Where's my Johnson?" For some reason. And so it became a running joke. Like, we were like, well, I don't know, Chris. Or I don't know, Marty. Why don't you look down? And it just kind of became a joke. And that's kind of where all of the jokes kind of come from on the channel here. So, you know, just saying, it would be great fun. But I love this. This is a good one. You will. I'll have to try a new ad spot. You will, Onpassive brand laxatives. And that is it for this week's installment of Onpassive Meme Review. So, as you can see, you know, they're getting a little shorter. They're getting a little shorter. I can still make it run on for a while, but we don't have as many as we used to have. And I'm kind of like, come on, guys. Like, let's make some stuff. Yes, Mr. Level. He was looking for Chris in the comment section, I believe it was, because it was before they streamed together. And he was like, "Where's my Johnson?" And then we made a joke of it where we just kind of giggled for a minute. But then it became a running thing. And they didn't like it when we said that. And they were like flipping out. And it was great fun. Great fun. Great fun. Like Sherry says, none of the naysayer men have to search for their Johnsons. You know what, Sherry? I will take your word for it. I apologize if they're sending them unsolicited, but I'll just have to take your word for it, girl. Maybe Sherry's collecting those like Pokemon cards and we just don't know. Anyway, that brings us to this.
About being unstoppable.
Oh, hold on there. Hold on there, Bill Must. You jumped the gun a little bit. That brings us to this video of Bill Must and John White called "Don't Bite the Hand That Feeds You." Oh, something's going on with my system here. Hold on. What's going on? Okay, thank you. Lord, my system just messed up for a second. So I'm just gonna hold on. Everything's messing up on me right now. My share screen disappeared. This one. There we go. I figured it out. I figured it out, damn it. Don't bite the hand that will feed you. John White and Bill Must. And I just, it's an interesting one.
The floodgates are about to open. Don't get caught without being ready to receive what we all have been waiting for. How can you not be ready? When you let others make your decisions for you, why give them, who don't have any power themselves, cause you to follow them into the land of no...
Wait, what? Why give them who don't have any power themselves. Wait, are we them? Why give them who don't have any power themselves cause you to follow them into the land of nowhere? What? I have no clue what the hell that means.
Nowhere. Can you afford to listen to those who know less than you do and cannot help you out of your present situation? Control
It's like, well, if you can't, I got bad news for you guys.
your financial future.
Control it.
Would it be wise to follow the advice of perfect strangers and believe them over someone with a proven track record of success? Have you noticed that not a single company has said anything negative about this person? Only individuals who don't own any business except making money off you.
Wait, hold on. How are we making money off of the Onpassive O founders? Do you think the Onpassive O founders are paying the Security and Exchange Commission? I'm very confused. Not a single company has said anything negative about you, you're saying. But then in your live streams, you guys claim that all of these corporations are trying to stop you from being a company. So you really got to make up your mind with that one. And how do we get money off of the naysayers? They don't even watch us most of the time. So we don't even get money from Google off of them. We don't get a cent from them directly. You know, how are we making money? You make money off of them if they stay in the scam. But, like, I'm kind of confused. Am I supposed to be making money? Do I got a check waiting for me in the mail that I don't know about?
Please don't bite the hand that is going to feed you and your families.
Please look at this image they use, first of all. And then please don't bite the hand that is going to feed you and your families. Motherfucker, you've kept their family starving for 6 years waiting around. Now you have the audacity to act like if they ask questions or something, they're the ones betraying you? Okay.
The hand that will soon open the floodgates and completely change your legacy from want to abundance. Don't listen to or read anything negative that will cause you not to better your lives. Are you ready to receive this company and its proven designer with open arms?
Proven designer? Who's the proven designer? Ash Mufara, proven to be a fraud? Lord.
Welcome them with love and appreciation for their generosity and the knowledge that with just a little more patience, we will all be rewarded more than we can imagine.
Wait, who's them now? Who are we welcoming? What?
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more info on this company.
Yeah, except they probably aren't going to tell you anything. So that was don't bite the hand that will feed you.
Dream.
Now we're going to get into this one. And this one is all about dreaming. Are your dreams set in stone? Are your dreams set in stone? Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Onpassive can't feed and won't feed anyone. Exactly. It seems like I unliked it and didn't share. Then I unsubscribed.
When you have a dream about being unstoppable, it symbolizes a deep sense of power and confidence. This type of dream showcases your unwavering determination and ability to overcome obstacles in your waking life. It reflects your belief in your own skills and potential to achieve success. If all of us had to determination, we would all be successful. But there are individuals who have that kind of drive and determination. But
What's this? What is this? If we all had drive and determination, we would all be successful. Oh, yeah? Systemic oppression doesn't exist. Everyone's born with the exact same circumstances, I guess. It's just the drive that we're missing, you know? And our determination that we're missing. Thank God for Mr. Ashraf Mufara, Lord of the Internet. Thank God he graced us with his presence here on Earth and decided to save all of us with his drive and determination. Otherwise, all of us would have been unsuccessful failures. You know? Like, what are you talking about?
most of them are selfish and uncaring about anyone, including some of their closest friends. They are driven by how much money that they can make, not how many people can they help.
You guys can't even remember the people you're praying for in your webinars. You can't even pronounce their names correctly. Lord. Hello, the recovering Hunbot. Good to see you. Good gravy. Right?
Look at the Fortune 500 companies, and you can see how no one has taken into account the massive amount of people who need help. They sell stock and thrive. The sad part about this is a person would have to already have assets to be able to reap from the buying of stocks.
You know, there's something I always say. If your whole marketing campaign is just talking shit about other companies and other products, that's probably because you don't have a good company and product. Otherwise, you would be able to discuss all of the stuff you have, right? You wouldn't care about what the other companies were doing, and you wouldn't be so threatened by them that you felt the need to compare yourselves to them constantly. And it's the same with people. Have you ever watched someone that maybe someone makes a YouTube video and says, oh, this person is being problematic, right? And instead of the person responding by being like, let's talk about the situation that they brought up and I'll explain myself and da-da-da. Instead, what they do is they attack the character and the looks and go after, you know, the trustfulness of the creator instead of just dealing with the situation. And by the end of the video, it's like they've done a whole deep dive on why you shouldn't trust this person who spoke out about them, but they never once like explained themselves, apologized, mentioned what they were speaking out about. You know, be very weary about people like that. Be very, very weary. All right, pay attention. Are they just attacking the other person and saying, oh, no, you can't trust this person because look at this person? Or are they actually dealing with, you know, the issue at hand? And it's the same sort of thing with this marketing. It's like every video you make, instead of you being able to promote these amazing products that you have and show them to us and let the attraction marketing work, you're like constantly on the defense. You're attacking us. You're going after other companies. You're claiming that everyone else in the world is an awful person except for Ash Mufara. And it's like, maybe don't concentrate so much on all that and concentrate on building some technology, and then you would actually have a company, you know?
Those who are successful get to live their dreams. Most of the population of this world are
Right, at least she's excited, eh, Sherry? Get to live your dreams.
almost destitute. They can't dream because those dreams are useless. When 10% of people have 90% of the wealth, and that chasm is growing each year. Remember, some individuals are driven and can accomplish anything that they want but aren't willing to share with those who need it the most. Until now, this man isn't like no other person you could ever meet. This man has committed to
Like, notice how they're concentrating on just telling you how great Ash is. but this is supposed to be a technology company. It's like, that's bizarre. Imagine if instead, like the tech companies out here just talked up the CEO of the company as their marketing campaign. Like, Meta just comes out with Mark Zuckerberg, like, I am one of the best people on social media and on the internet of our whole generation. I am just so amazing. All of you should worship me for creating Facebook, you know, and all the social media. I made it so you could have friends online. Aren't I a great person? And then all of the marketing for it is just like, Mark Zuckerberg is the most fabulous man in the whole world. Lord of the internet. We all love him. Could you imagine the memes that would be made about that? Could you imagine? Yet here we are.
To all that he would die for his dream, and that he will give it his all and will share his company with those who have dreams that are unfulfilled. The man about whom we are talking is Mr.
He'll die for his dream. All right? But will you die for his dream? Because you're not dying for your dream. I don't think your dream is to be in a company sitting around for 6 years doing nothing while some guy pockets $108 million and takes his wife to the salon and spa while his son's at karate lessons. You know? I don't think that that's your dream. That's his dream, is to like keep you all strung along and then try to get as much money out of you as he can while he keeps like redoing these products over and over again, just continuously. And what's sad is that we'll pay him more money. You'll see. It's you know, like
Ashmofare. He's putting the finishing touches on his company that will change lives for the better. Some have asked why it hasn't been launched. Because it is not the time. Mr. Ashmofare is carrying all of our dreams. When his company launches, all our dreams will be fulfilled, and all it cost
will be fulfilled. She was so excited.
Founders and affiliates is their time. We are in a great space.
So she says it's not the time yet, and then she turns around and says, but it is our time. It's not the time for the company to launch, but it is their time, apparently.
In treasured positions.
Oh, he's so happy with him. And then he just stayed like that for 6 years. Just like that. Just waiting. Is that is that it? Are we at the end? Oh my, this goes on for a very long time. Is this Bill Musk? I feel like this is a very long outro if it's not. Oh, there we go. Now it's ended. That was fun. That one was interesting. Might be probably one of my most favorite ones, actually. That one was good. I liked that. The next one that we're going to watch is called Ashmufara Goal and Vision. That's it. Just Ashmufara Goal and Vision. Which I feel like, don't we hear about that all the time? We keep on hearing about Ashmufara's goals and visions, you know? But here we are again.
Ashmufara is a visionary entrepreneur whose stated goal is to create an ecosystem that empowers individuals and businesses through the use of cutting-edge artificial intelligence, AI, and automation tools. His mission is to provide a platform where people can achieve financial independence, simplify complex business operations, and leverage innovative technologies to grow personally and professionally.
I will give him this, at least in this one, right at the start. I know what the company is, and I know a little bit about the founder. Apparently, he's the greatest man in the world.
The key aspects of his vision include empowering others. Ashmufara emphasizes.
Like, this is what I don't get, right? Like, they keep saying we're all about your dreams. He's here to make your dreams come true, but then everything's always about his goals, his vision, his dream, you know? Lord.
Emphasizes the importance of helping people achieve success, especially those who may not have access to advanced technological tools or resources. Simplifying success. By automating business processes, the company aims to eliminate the complexities that often deter people from achieving their goals in the online business world. Global impact. Ash Mufare has expressed a desire to create opportunities that are accessible to people around the world, bridging gaps in technology and economic disparity.
You guys really have to stop just listening to people's words and also think of their actions. Like, has he expressed the desire verbally? Yeah. Has he sat on hours upon hours of webinars claiming that this is what he wanted to do? Yes. But then the man had $108 million. And here's the thing, is that most of it all at the same time. So when you have that amount of money and then you just keep it for yourself, and then you tell the SEC when you're trying to have the case dismissed that, yeah, you did take the money, but you deserved it because you worked really hard for it, as he did. And you don't help a single person with 1 cent of it. And you don't do anything for any of the O-founders with any of it. I have a hard time thinking that you want to create opportunities for anyone. It's like you didn't even build the products with the money. So you're not even about bridging the gaps in technology and economic disparity. So I don't understand how you can say that, like in the last video, for example, that he's proven to be the one. It's like, when did he prove this? At what time did he prove this?
Innovation through AI. His focus on artificial intelligence-driven solutions highlights his belief in the transformative power of technology to create sustainable and scalable systems. In essence, Ash Mufare's goal is to build a community where technology, collaboration, and innovation enable individuals to thrive and succeed, helping to lift humanity where it's needed most.
Is that it? So basically that video was you reading me the blurb from the old website? Great fun. Great fun. The next one we're going to look at is called Founders and Affiliates Meet Your New Best Friends. And I believe this is the one from, this is the one from today. So this is today's video that was posted. And I mean, I'm guessing this is Al, and it looks like Al got himself a girl. Maybe that's Ali. Allison.
My name is AI, which stands for Artificial Intelligence. And this is my baby sister ML, which stands for Machine Learning. Most people think that we are the new...
Never mind. It's the baby sister ML, Machine Learning. Oh my God, what happened to them? Where did they go? Who are these people?
Kids on the block. But we have been around since the early 1950s. And the brilliant people who invented or discovered us are known as the father of this field. Marvin Minsky and John MacArthur from the 1950s.
Step by step. Sorry, I have to. Every time I hear step by step, my 90s brain goes, New Kids on the Block. And now they just actually said New Kids on the Block. So I had to do the step by step thing for that too.
So we've been around for a long time, but most people are just getting to know who we are.
What? Hold on a second. Why is it like super speed? Some of the sentences, it's just like that other one we just listened to, where all of a sudden it's like sped up super fast. What are you doing? Sweetie, don't smoke anything until after the video.
We are your friends. Why would we say that? Because with artificial intelligence...
now these guys are back. Oh my. They have many forms, our new friends. I don't know how I'm supposed to keep up with them.
In machine learning, we make your lives better. You don't have to pay us. We're not human. But we were designed by humans to perform tasks that require flawless execution, that have been programmed by humans.
Did you take a human and put it into this robot? Is this some kind of weird tusks thing, but with like technology instead of a fucking whale? Like, what is going on here? What is going on? I don't like it. I don't like it. This is creepy. Everything's creepy.
My sister and I don't require sleep. We don't require eating. We never have to rest. We're on call 24 hours.
And I hate the fisheye thing. I hate it. You and Marty need to stop using it.
A day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. We don't take any holidays off. We don't ask each other how do we feel because we can't be programmed to have feelings.
Actually, they've been working on AI. You know, they can't have feelings, but they have been working on AI being able to like have so-called empathy and understanding and be caring. So they are trying to make it seem like AI can have feelings. So I think that it's interesting when they make statements like this, and it just goes to show you they really don't know anything that's going on with AI right now. Like, why did I think of that the second that I read that sentence? But then whoever made this video didn't, you know?
We don't have that human touch. We are cold and relentless. We have been programmed to perform our duties, to be servants of humans. We know that we're constantly making life better for you. We are not a threat. We are your best friends. In this age,
I don't know, that seemed like a threat. That seemed like a threat. Like in my experience, when someone tells me, I'm not threatening you, I'm like, that's exactly what you're doing right now. You are threatening me. What do you mean? The same with the whole like, we're 100% legit. Yeah, no, if you have to tell me that, you know, same sort of vibes. I don't like that. Yeah, we are cold and relentless. We are not a threat. We do not feel human emotion. We are cold and relentless. We will choke you out in the middle of the night if you piss us off during the day. But no, we are not a threat. Like, oh my. Straight to jail.
of technology, we are educating humans who program us to educate humans. We may be complex in our design, but we simplify matters for the human race. So don't be intimidated. Don't feel as if your lives are threatened economically and socially.
I don't know. Again, it's like I wasn't, but now that you've mentioned that.
That's not our intent. The field of robotics is making headway throughout this planet. How do you think robots came into existence? Artificial intelligence and
What do you mean?
machine learning is the science behind robotics. My sister ML does something a little bit different than I. She's able to carry out the things that I'm programmed, and she does it flawlessly.
Not all robots are made with, hey, oh my. Oh, we just have no understanding.
She does it even while you are sleeping. Many industries all over the world, including some of the most significant ones in the medical field, in banking and investment vehicles. Have you heard of
Investment vehicles?
blockchain? That type of technology all loves my sister and me. So relax, you're in good hands. We can never go beyond what a human program us to do. There is a technology company that we are simply amazed by the way they are using my sister and me as the catalyst in all of their digital products. A man by the name of Mr. Friyay has assembled the most...
Wait, are people supposed to watch this and like actually think that it's like Onpassive AI speaking to them, telling them about this? I'm confused.
brilliant minds in what my sister and I do. We thought that we had reached our limit, but his company is
We thought that we had reached our limit. That you're also screaming at me.
going beyond what we thought we could do. Every software produced by his company is enhanced by AI and ML. That is
What happened to the closed captioning there? It just disappears along with the screen when he does this awful fisheye thing.
brilliant.
That is brilliant. And then we have another, but we're ending all the videos like the 90s where it just does a freeze frame. Okay, that. Well, there you have it. Those are your new friends. I hope that you're pleased to meet them. I'm sure that you were very, very excited to meet them. I'm a little bit like, oh my, I don't want to meet them. There was 2 versions of them, and I don't know which version I'm going to get. One of them seems pretty threatening, so I'd prefer if we weren't friends anymore. I think we're going to break up. Yet, not yet. Yeah. I don't know why they yell at us so much. She is trafficking her sister. Oh, Lord, Sam. Oh, Lord. How did Al come into existence? Well, when a male robot and a woman robot love each other. They started off by telling us who created it. And then they were like, how were we made? It was great. I love that. Oh, Bill Musk, you're always great fun. It's like you meme yourself for us. And nothing seems to do this quite like our dear dancing babies.
We're bringing Onpassive back. You and the special tech team.
Welcome back, Ash and the Dream Tech Team. Onpassive's here, making tech teams gleam with your vision path so clear. Cheers to the future, let's shift to top gear.
The world awaits the magic you create. Tech and dreams will formulate. Together we stand, hand in hand, making waves across this land.
Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance, we'll soar. Breaking through every closed door.
Special tech team on point every day, crafting the future in a unique way. From bits to miracles they weave, infinite potential we believe.
Ash, you light the way so bright, guiding us through the night. Tech paths we now ignite, we'll journey on toward the light. Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance, we'll soar. Breaking through every closed door. Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance, we'll soar. Breaking through every closed door. Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance, we'll soar. Breaking through every closed door.
Congratulations, Ash, for bringing Onpassive back. You and the special tech team. Welcome back, Ash and the Dream Tech
That was
Team.
great.
Onpassive's here, making tech teams gleam with your vision path so clear. Cheers to the future, let's shift to top gear. The world awaits the magic you create. Tech and dreams will formulate. Together we stand, hand in hand, making waves across this land. Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance, we'll soar. Breaking through every closed door. Special tech team on point every day, crafting the future in a unique way. From bits to miracles they weave, infinite potential we believe. Ash, you light the way so bright, guiding us through the night. Tech paths we now ignite, we'll journey on toward the light. Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance we'll soar. Breaking through every closed door. The world awaits the magic you create. Tech and dreams will formulate. Together we stand, hand in hand, making waves across this land. Onpassive, oh, we rise up high. Innovation reaching for the sky. With Ash's guidance we'll soar.
breaking through every closed door.
Into a door. Oh, the dancing diaper babies. Gotta love them. I hope that Bill Must never stops making these dancer baby videos. I do like them. Everyone else seems to like them. I just think that they're great fun. And, you know, we need more dancing diaper baby videos because we're going to get paid to use the products.
Don't need to know how to do anything. You just need to know how simple and easy they are to use. Also, I got to say this to you too as well. Let's say one of the digital products costs $30. I don't know the price yet. I'm just saying, let's say, just example, okay? So you paid your $30 and it's month to month, right? Well, and you notice the next month it went down to 26 bucks. Well, what happened is Passive is paying you, the customer, for using our digital products. Who does that? Wait a minute, let me think. Oh yeah, Ash Mafar, a giving man and his family. And I want to, you know, give you, giving.
Oh, Sherry, bless her heart. She always thinks that we're getting paid to use products.
You to use our digital products. Who does that? So, and eventually it works out to you not paying zero, and eventually you can start making money with our company. Who does that? This company is recession-proof company. Listen, there's going to be lots of things going on around. There's lots of things going on right now. A lot of companies closing up, a lot of layoffs. Not in Onpassive. Whether you want to do Onpassive as a reseller or you just want an amazing, incredible job with our company because there's openings.
Oh, Sherry, sweetie, this aged horribly. Horribly. All the other companies, they're all losing offices. Things are getting shut down, blah, blah, but not Onpassive.
All over the place with different categories and stuff that are so amazing. And by the way, if you become a reseller, you're in an amazing spot. And even if you work for our company in general, you're in an amazing spot because he treats his his employees with the utmost way up there. He treats you like a family, like a friend.
You mean the over 500 employees that he never paid wages to that are now trying to go after Muhammad Kamal for wages? Them? Oh, Sherry.
So I don't know about you folks, but I'm excited for you to see this. They're going to roll out. The free price is going to roll out within a few days or so. Be on the lookout. But
in days.
And me.
Oh, Sherry. Sherry. You break my heart, Sherry. You break my heart. Oh, poor Sherry. She always thinks that we're getting paid to use products. She always says it, getting paid to use the products. That one was from a little while ago, but man, did that ever age very, very poorly. Very, very poorly. Not good at all. Not good at all. I think now would be a good time for us to get into Tanja. Tanja's posts. That's right. Tanja's been very, very busy. Very, very busy. She's a busy lady, that Tanja. And she says, in a group, you can see she's the author, she's the admin, top poster, blah, 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 blah. All of the titles you could have in the group. She says,
now, when you get PMs like this one,
or maybe it's PMS, I don't know.
What do you need to say to people?
And shares this, where someone says, hi, Tanja, ma'am. I am not able to understand what is going on in Onpassive these days. We are not able to know whether the founder will ever get any income or not? And I mean, that's a fair question. It's a fair question. I don't really see a problem with this. You know, Joe says, don't think she's had PMS for a long time. So Angie comes on. Yep. Angie comes on and says, unfortunately, a daily happening and not easy to answer. Me personally, I have no patience anymore to answer them always politely. Kiss. Some people do not check any updates. And I'm kind of like, what updates are they supposed to be checking? The back office update hasn't been updated since New Year's Day. So like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And yeah, it's Anne. She's still here. Some people were kind of hoping that she had moved on because we hadn't seen her much lately at all. We haven't really seen her on any of the Heroes or OTEX. But no, she's still here. Your sweet Angie. So Tanja comes and responds.
I know. My answer to this one was the screenshot of my post here.
And I'm like, what? What answer? What do you need to say to people? Like, I don't understand. But sure, Tanja. Yeah, no, be rude to the person that's asking when they're getting income after they bought into a company that told them that they were going to get income and then they just sat around for 6 years waiting for it. It's definitely their fault. How dare they? Right? How dare they? Then we have a post in Onpassive Nation, the group that is run by Marty DeGarmo and Mike Ellis. Good old Mike Ellis. And then, of course, Dan Street, apparently, although you don't really see much of Dan Street in there.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And Florence here did a post saying, hello, everyone. Happy 2025. I have a situation. A founder that signed up and her son and husband are wanting to withdraw from Onpassive. They are asking for a refund or if accounts can be transferred to another founder. They just want their money back. It's been too long. People are dying, ill, situations in life, and sometimes I don't know how to answer my founders. I feel for people. And this is the thing that they don't understand, is that they have people that have built teams in this thing that have people underneath them, that downlines, just like in any other MLM company. And the downlines are now going to their uplines going, hey, you told me if I join this thing, it was launching soon. It's not launching yet. That makes that upline look bad. So then the uplines are going to the Onpassive O founders and they're like, what do we do? And the Onpassive O founders are saying, well, you don't bother us. What do you mean? You tell them to wait and stop being negative. And it's like, that doesn't work, you know? My heart aches for people and their situations. I promised my founders I would do my best. Please, if any of you people has an answer, I need to resolve this ASAP. Do know if you are a downline of Florence Mullins, she's trying. She's trying to get answers. All right? My founder needs this money back. Health concerns and uncertainty of things right now. Again, a lot of things are time sensitive, including all of us getting older, even though I'm not old yet, still getting older. Don't worry, Sam. But it's like, you know, how long do you expect people to wait? How long? If I could, I would pay out of my pocket. This is hard for me as I know people dedicated, put trust in Onpassive, and some people, it's their hard-earned money. Yeah, I'm still in Onpassive as a founder. But before anyone fires back with answer and passes judgment, I'm not looking for your judgment. I'm trying to help my founders, and all I want to do is help my founder get her money back. Thank you. According to Marty, they already got $240 worth of value, right? They want their money, but they are SOL. And they didn't realize that when Ash put those 95, which is suddenly now 97 O-coin, in their back office, that was their refund. And it's just sitting there, or they used it for the O-Connect. They can't pull it out. It has no monetary value. And they can't buy anything with it. So is it a refund, you know? So Randy shows up and says, a lot of people are in the same boat. I'm just hoping we didn't lose what is in our wallets. I guess we will eventually find out. But I am disappointed in the lack of transparency. Which, fair, Randy. Fair. Very fair. So Tanja says,
Wow. We would all like to see more about what is behind this illegal curtain, wouldn't we? And one day we will. But I can understand it's not easy to accept it this way for any one of us.
and I'm like, oh yeah, Tanja, you having a hard time? Or you're having a hard time, are you? Then she goes on to respond to the main post and says,
what all of us need to learn and know is there is no refund anymore. Period. It ended on the September 1st, 2023. Now, as long as we can understand that it was a long time to see Onpassive properly started, and it's obvious that many people stopped believing it. The fact is, who wants to leave is free to leave, but there is no refund.
uh-oh, Randy, Tanja will come shoot your porch lights out. Watch out. She is that threatening AI bot, probably. They keep talking about the $97, but what about O-Connect payments? People paid in a lot for that and got nothing to sell. It's almost like those O-Connect commissions just poof, disappeared, ceased to exist. Like, nobody talks about them, right? And I agree with you. Isn't it weird? Like, they'll ask for a refund for that, but they won't ask for a refund for the O-Connect or their commissions. But, you know, I guess they figure that the $97 would be easier to get back than the however much they paid for. I'm still confused, but it was supposed to be like $143 or something. I'm still confused about what was paid by O-Connect, and every time I try to figure it out, it changes. Because again, it was 95 O-coins, and now all of a sudden it's 97 O-coin. Because I made a big deal about how they all got shysted out of 2 O-coin. And then all of a sudden in the next live stream of Marty's, he's like, you guys got 97 O-coin. And I was like, whoa, where'd those 2 O-coin all of a sudden come from? So like, I'm hella confused. And it seems like some people paid more than other people. Like, it's very confusing to try to figure it out. But maybe they figure $97 back is easier to get than the, $240 or whatever. So Gina says, I just can't get the words out. Please. Onpassive is not a charity shop. It's a company. Please. And I'm like, well, tell that to everyone else, because they talk about how it's all about saving humanity, not about how it's supposed to be a company that makes money. You know? The amount is in the name, Queen. 0 connect. So then Randy responds and says, of course it's a company, a shutdown company with no current access to funds. Go, Randy, go! I'm not going to beat someone up for being distressed over the lack of access. That has nothing to do with charity. The ultimate hope is that the business is being rebuilt and things will resume intact. I'm pinning my hope that this is the case. You were so close, Randy. Randy, you were so close. You're so close. It's like, no, Randy, you're supposed to keep going. Keep going and run right out the fucking door, down the street, hop on a bus, and take it to the next city. Okay? That's what you were supposed to do. But no, he's pinning his hope that it's the case. And it's almost like she gets worse every week, Serene. All right? There's nothing serene about her. I can tell you that much. By now, Estelle pipes up. Most founders would have bought a subscription for O-Connect, which was discounted by our $97 plus some. And I'm like, $97 now. When did you get handed $97 back? It was 95, then 97 O-Coin. Damn it. And then she says, so it has already come back. And this seems to be the general consensus in Onpassive. It's already been paid to you, Randy is coming off the top rope. Oh, yeah. And then it's like, no, Randy. They're questioning the groups to get their $97. And where else are they supposed to go, right? Like, that's the funny thing is they open up this Onpassive Nation group. They're like, yeah, come there to get your updates and, like, hang out and be a community. So that's where they're going to go to seek answers about this. And then they like get mad when they do that. It's like, what do you mean? Where else are they supposed to ask? And they're like, you're just not supposed to ask. Just sit around and wait. It'll all be fine. It's like, people aren't just going to sit around and wait forever. I mean, some of you will, but most of the people are not going to be doing that. So, of course, Tanja had to pipe up. She always does, doesn't she? And says,
and you are so right about it. Many of us already used those $97 to buy O-Connect. So we were refunded, which I like how she put that in quotations because no, you weren't refunded. And even you seem to know that, don't you, Tanja? That's why they're in those quotations, huh? In a way, the question about those $97 is closed. What is not closed are commissions some people already earned and was not able to withdraw.
So there's people out here claiming that they got commissions that they withdrawed. Now Tanja is saying that there's people that got commissions that they couldn't withdraw. And then there's also people saying that there were no commissions paid. And based on my research, no commissions would have been paid because the merchant was not willing to accept, and this will make sense once I say it to you, to accept all of the payment for the O-Connect and then pay out that exact same amount back to everyone, but not as a refund, as like an income, a commission of their own sale. Again, it makes no sense, even in an MLM world. And this is what drove me crazy the whole time. Because they were all told they would, if they bought it, they would get 100% of their money back. But it was like, well, not if you don't have a team under you. I thought that was commission off of the people underneath you. Very confused, And it was just the first person that bought O-Connect off of you, not every person's purchase, So which one is it? Which one is it? And this is why people are having trouble with the transparency of this thing, Right, Joe? It's like, sit down, watch your webinars, and shut up. Exactly. It's insane.
In my opinion,
just because you put that in capital letters and say it's your opinion doesn't mean anything, Tanja.
That is one of Ash's most important goals now. Because that money can go out only when the system is ready to process the money traffic, both in and out.
You will never see another company have as much problems with merchants as this one. and they haven't secured a merchant. But that is why. Like, they fucked themselves over, made it look like they were doing some weird money laundering thing. Well, they have a bad reputation and are an unknown company, which when they go to research, the SEC litigation pops up for. You know what I mean? Like, it has awful credit. Ash has awful credit. Like it's just, the merchant isn't going to be like, oh yeah, that sounds legit. You know what I mean? You know? It's just, think about it. Think about it. You're a long ways away. So Maria comes in and says, but the system worked just fine when everyone was paying to come in as founders or buying a subscription. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, yeah, Maria, you do have a good point. All right, I agree with your point. It is kind of funny that they can always accept money from all of you, but they can't pay out. However, based on what I just explained to you, I hope that explains why. Still scammy. They still shouldn't have had these issues, and they wouldn't have if Ash had done everything legally. But he didn't, right? So that's kind of the situation we're in. You know? But kudos to you. The merchant sees all that and arranged it so they get paid up front so they aren't hurt when Onpassive crashes. See, that's the thing. So then the merchant was like, if you're going to have us do that, you're going to have to probably give us like the full 65% security deposit. And Ash, thinking that he was going to be making like $100 million off of this, was like, that's like $65 million I don't have. And then they were like, okay, well, then we're not processing these payments for you. Like, you know? That's how that would have gone to the merchant. Ponzi schemes does this pocketing scam. It's true. Merchants don't like MLMs due to the heavy chargeback potential. Exactly. And this sounds like a 100% chargeback, right? That's what it sounds like. When you're trying to explain it to the merchant and you're like, well, they're all going to buy OConnect off of their own accounts in their own ecosystems. And then I told them all that they would get 100% commission. So after they buy it, I need you to process that as a sale, like we sold them the OConnect. And then you're basically going to refund them, but it's not going to be a refund or a chargeback. You're going to do it as a payment. And they were like, that's still going to show up in our system like a fucking chargeback. Like, what do you mean? You know? Like, on paper, that looks ridiculous. Like, and this is why this was never going to work. And as soon as they said that, I was like, well, this will be interesting. And he's like, no other company has done. Yeah, there's a reason. Sometimes there's a reason why no other company has done it. So she had to come up and respond, Tanja again, right?
Have you ever followed what happened? I don't think social media is the right place to give all the details about it. You will need to listen to Ash. The Christmas webinar might give you a lot of answers.
It won't, Maria. Just skip that one. Or if you do want to watch it, I've covered it. You can watch myself and the Recovering Hunbot cover it, or you can watch me yelling about it after New Year's, because when I rewatched it, I still don't see much difference in what he said. Some people were claiming he was talking in code to the people that could understand the code. And I was like, well, I don't know who those people are, because like it made no sense to me. Just skip it. You'll get no answers. No answers. But Maria says, okay, which I hope is just her being like, there's no point in arguing with Tanja. She's a psycho. So I'm just going to say, okay, and then walk away, which I do quite often. Just like, sure thing. And then like move along, you know? So then she responds to like another main post, the main post again, right?
Just the fact they are asking for a refund now shows they have not followed anything about Onpassive.
And I'm over here like, no. Did you ever think, too, that Ash Mufara promised these people that he loved each one of them individually and that he was going to save each one of their situations individually? So when they're struggling right now and they're going through a hard time, they're thinking in their head, I paid $97 and I bought OConnect to help this man go after his dream. And he told me that he was going to fix all my situation if I did that. Now I'm in a bind. So then they go to Onpassive and they go, hey, I'm in a fucking bind. Like, I'm really bad off right now. Can you guys help me? And this is how you guys act. Instead of having any empathy for it. Like, Ash has not fulfilled any agreements with these people. He hasn't given them a product to sell. He hasn't given them a business to run. He hasn't given them real products to sell. Never mind the technology, the software. He also promised them products that they could touch and feel, as he called it. All right? He promised to fix all of their situations, stop all the wars in their countries, give them water filtration system, bring them data centers, stop poverty. So yeah, when they're in a financial bind and they're like, Ash Mufara told me he was going to end all poverty, I'm fucked right now, I'll go to him. It's like, of course they're going to. And he wanted to be that. It's the same with like Marty and Chris. Like, they want to be the ones that everyone comes to with everything, but they complain every day about how they have to hear about it. It's like you put yourself in that position, promised all of them that, wanted this big position on a pedestal and in power of all of them, so that they would all come to you when they were in need because of your stupid oblast. And now you're like, why do you keep coming to me when you're in need? Like, it's fucking so stupid. It's like, yeah, maybe they are following. Maybe they know what's fucking going on, Tanja. But they're like, I'm in a bind. This guy said he would fix everything. Can he at least throw me like $40 American so that I can get through this? Because as Marty keeps pointing out, that's a lot of money to a lot of these people. You don't know where this person's from. This person could be from Haiti, Tanja. They could be from Haiti. All right? Maybe their house is on fire. So they're in fucking LA. Like, I don't know. But whatever situation they're in right now could be a dire need to them. And they're looking to him for help. And he's just like, no, fuck you. Fuck you. You know, it's shitty. Just think about that next time. Think about that next time. So then Tracy comes in and says, true. And I'm like, how is it true? I have trouble following Onpassive, and it's what I do right now. Like, it's like one of my main gigs right now. And even I'm like, what the fuck are these people talking about half the time? All right, like, I don't blame people for not knowing what's going on, because in order to find out, you guys are like, well, watch Ash from Christmas Eve, which is like a 3-hour-long webinar, and then also go and listen to Marty and Chris talk on every day for at least half an hour a day to try to figure it out. And it's like, you shouldn't have to feel like you're reading the Da Vinci's Code to try to figure out what's going on with the company you joined. Like, you're sitting there like, I'm a part of this thing. I literally paid to be in it, and I'm not even allowed to ask about it. Like, you know?
As for transferring the accounts to others, we cannot change anything in OES at this moment. So even if a founder gives all the logins, including the alternate email address and logins for it, officially, nothing can be done at this moment.
Not wrong. Not wrong. Except you are actually able to change the logins and update them. And you have been since, what, mid-October 2024? So why can't they log in to the back office. I literally changed my username on a live stream and showed everyone me doing it. So why can't they give the account or sell the account, let's say, and then somebody else logs in and then puts their information in it instead? I don't understand. Like, technically, your thing's illegal anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter if somebody else goes in and puts their information in, you know?
We already got back our $97. They are in our wallet.
We're all still responding to the main post with all of this, like she didn't already say this.
Who wants them into their bank account will need to wait for Onpassive to start commercially. Activate his or her account by buying one subscription, and when money starts coming, withdraw it.
See what she did there? In order for you to withdraw in future, you probably are going to have to activate a new account. And then you probably will have to buy a product, even before you get the money that may be sitting in your O wallet right now that's already owed to you, that you should be able to just withdraw. I don't think she's lying when she says that. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So basically, they're holding people's money hostage and telling them if they want the money that's in their wallet, they're going to have to activate an account again, buy a subscription, and then wait for money to start rolling in and then withdraw it. And it's like, some people should already have money in there that they should just be able to withdraw as soon as this thing goes live. They shouldn't have to do all that.
If people don't want to wait, just let them go. Time will show. Will they come back or not?
Probably not, Tanya. Probably not, especially after dealing with you, you know? And then we have this person comes on and says, what you can tell them depends on how the project was presented to them. In short, people are responsible for their own actions. Some people follow what someone says and don't do their own research, and then find themselves lost, and the same logic repeats itself from one project to the next. I was introduced to Onpassive, and I established my own entry criteria based on my expectations, which must be low, right? And personal research, which couldn't have been too great, which I'm still refining today. How long have you been in? Have you been there since the beginning? It shouldn't take you 6 years to. Anyway, I look at the value first, not how much money I can make. Money is just a tool to transfer time and wealth. To transfer wealth? Okay. What's wealth if it's not money? Like things you own that are worth something? Stocks, I guess? I ask myself what I can do with all this value. I study as much information as possible about the team, the evolution of the market, the trend, the narrative. There is one, isn't there? The products, the traction, the scalability, the monetization, the community, the unfair advantages over the competition. And I'm like, where are those? You guys. Are you sure you're the ones with the unfair advantages? I think it might be the competition that has that, except they're very fair. You know, since they've been all working on AI since the 90s, at least. Some of them since the 30s. But, you know, you guys come in new to the game in 2020, what, 5, 6, 7? You're going to kill it. Those the unfair advantages. All of them. Better watch out. If you question your beliefs in a difficult situation, it's because you didn't believe in them in the first place. Or you could just be going through a hard time. Your belief is based on money. If your conviction is based on your underlying belief, the more difficult a project is, the more conviction you should have. Can I just remind you that this person asked how their downline could get a refund because they were experiencing health issues and needed the money? I don't think it has anything to do with their belief in this. They could believe in it very heavily, but I don't think that they got to choose when they got ill. You know, it's not like you're like, cancer, now's not a good time. Onpassive hasn't launched yet to the world and I'm not yet a millionaire. So I'm going to need you to come back in a few years. Thank you. It doesn't work like that. You're talking like someone just gave up and was like, I don't want to be in this thing anymore. But they had a very good reason for asking for this refund, which, by the way, not wanting to be in this anymore would be absolutely fine and a good enough reason. But it's like they give an extra reason, you know, like an extra good reason that you would think that even these people would be able to be like, oh man, I'm sorry you're going through that. You know, that's rough. What can we do to help? Because that's what's funny. When people that are well known in this struggle, they all get together to help. But if you're not a well-known Onpassivian, then you're told to just wait and have patience. It's coming. And there is a hierarchy for me here. And it goes by, again, who does live streams and who is seen on the screen during the webinars. If you're not seen on the screen, they don't give a fuck about you. It has nothing to do with their convictions, you know? Always keep your head down, keep working, and keep grinding your research, whatever the external conditions, because you create your own luck. In the end, those who truly believe will succeed. How do you gauge belief? And how do you monetize how much someone believes in something? I was wondering, you seem to know how to monetize things. You mentioned it. I'm only monetized here on YouTube. I'm not totally familiar with all that. So maybe you could let me know. How do you monetize if someone has a true belief or not? Would be good to know. So then Daniel says, the reason you gave in this message are not good enough. It only shows someone is not following what is happening in Onpassive. How dare they get ill at this time? We should learn to appreciate Sir Ash for what he is doing for us instead of writing this type of piece. Let's be patient. Onpassive is coming. I don't want to be patient. I didn't really like that movie. And then Raj says, in India, most of them failed to understand the reality of Onpassive and just joined to reap benefits overnight. And now they're pissed off by the delay and not willing to understand the cause of this delay. To be fair, in India, a lot of the top leaders were promoting Onpassive like it was a get-rich-quick scheme. Just saying, we're going to be looking at Zafir again a little bit today. So, you know, like, don't blame it all on the people. It's not like the leaders were like, this is not a get-rich scheme. And then the people that heard it were like, oh my God, this is a get-rich scheme. Let's go. No, like, they were literally like, we're launching any day now and you're going to make billions of dollars. Come join by this date. So that's what they did. And that's why you shouldn't just be out here making illegal income claims to people or making promises to people that you can't keep. That's why. But of course, Tanja has to show up, you know, and say,
and posting around some fake info and photos, videos. If they think that's the right thing to do, that's on them. I do hope that some of us know better than that.
You know who posts fake videos of Ash Mufara and Onpassive? Not myself and the recovering Hunbot. We've never done that. The people in Onpassive do, though. They make AI versions of him. And I've shown them on my channel. It's not fake info, Tanja. Where do you think we get... Do you think that, like, me and the recovering Hunbot go and we, like, talk to each other and we're like, so what can we, like, make up about the company? Like, what can we say is, like, going on that might have people leave? Like, no, like, obviously we're getting info from somewhere and some people, Tanja. So I never get it when they're like fake information. I'm like, no, the information's very much real. We're literally showing it to you. And that's the thing, we'll show it. Like when we said that Onpassive didn't have data centers when we were first covering this and you were calling us liars, we were showing you your AWS account. Going, look, you can look up the domain and where it's getting hosted from. And we literally showed it to you. And you still sat there going, la, 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 that's not real. We have data centers all over the globe. We're building them everywhere. We have remote ones. Some are in trucks. It was like, what do you mean? It literally says it. We can look this up. You just need the Google machine. You remember, it's a search engine, not a truth engine. You know what it is, but apparently you can't put one and one together to make two, you know? Like, obviously, we are getting information from somewhere. You can look up when contracts for buildings are given up. You can go and see that the old Hyderabad Onpassive office is actually, they're looking for someone to buy it right now or lease the space. You can go and look that up. It's not like when we say there's no office in Hyderabad that we just decided to come up with that information. You can literally go and look it up and you can see listings. So it's like, what do you mean? And we show it. We have many, many times. And there'll be more to show in future, Tanja, so you just keep on watching. Then Tanja did her own post because, you know, all of that wasn't enough. And after all of that, as Jelly Snack mentioned, she turned it off. She was like, no more comments. Yeah, it wasn't going as she had planned it, so she's all, no more comments. So she had to do her own post that said,
I just read an excellent comment and don't want it to be buried under that post. I hope it's okay with you, Gabriel Sturgemore, to make a post of it.
I would have said no. Gabriel, say no next time.
Thank you very much for your profound understanding of everything about this situation.
She's like, good job being manipulated and indoctrinated fully into our cult, Gabriel. Pat, pat on the head. Here's a cookie. I'm going to make sure that you get some positive attention now for your efforts. And it's sad because they will do this stuff in hopes that people like Tanja are like, look at this amazing comment that this person left. And then to them, somehow that gives them a sense of importance in this thing and in their lives. Apparently, it gives their life a meaning. And it's like, ooh, ooh. As you're going to see, she then goes to post literally the comment I just read to you. So I'm not going to read it all again. There would really be not much point in me doing all that. It's literally the comment I just read to you. And I'm like, really? That was the big, profound comment that you had to share with everyone? Really? So, good job, Tanja. Really putting the people in Onpassive Nation in their place. Really making sure that, you know, they probably never want to come to you for advice or ask you any questions. That's for sure, huh? I wouldn't after all that. But Reign of Terror continues. And that is all this week for Tanja's post. So as I mentioned, good old Zaffer's been going crazy. He's just going crazy on his channel all the darn time. Zaffer, Xaver, however you say it, Mr. Joffrey. Mr. Joffrey. But the one thing about Mr. Joffrey that a lot of people don't know is that he actually has a Facebook account in which when he posts information, about Onpassive. He often says, Onpassive wallet, blockchain, NFTs. It's boom. And it will be like almost all of the posts about it. wallet, blockchains, NFTs. This one's all about wallet and crypto. It's very fascinating. And he also does this over on his threads. And I noticed this because someone sent it to me and said, is he saying that Onpassive is doing like blockchain and NFTs? Because like it's not actual cryptocurrency. Like it doesn't have a blockchain. It's just kind of like monopoly money that Ash is using only in his back office. So I was kind of like, maybe he knows something we don't, like Joe just said. Or maybe his audience is the type of people where they won't really be interested in a technology MLM. So he's really been hounding this about crypto. And I find it quite interesting. And he's done it now on his YouTube channel. Who has NFTs anymore, right? I don't know. Somebody does. Somebody does. But he's been doing it on his YouTube channel. And so I just want to watch this video. Because as you can see, it's called wallet ecosystem, blockchain, NFTs. It's a boom.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great and ready for another exciting dive into the world of technology.
Yeah.
Today, I'm super excited to dive into something that's been making waves in the tech world, wallet. This platform is revolutionizing how we interact with blockchain and NFTs. Whether you're a blockchain enthusiast, an NFT collector, or someone who loves being part of a vibrant community, wallet has got something for you.
See, this is where I get confused. Because I'm like, huh? Blockchain NFTs. I know that Ash has in passing mentioned he wanted to make Ocoin a cryptocurrency and have all this. But I don't feel like he's mentioned it to the point where I would then go, oh, that's exactly what we're doing with the wallet. That's what wallet is for, yada, yada. So I'm just like, this is weird.
It's a one-stop solution for all your decentralized needs. So let's break it down. We'll
Did they
explore
not
its interoperability, NFT management, and the thriving community that makes wallet unique. First up, let's talk about wallet's interoperability with various blockchains. This feature is a game changer for anyone involved in the crypto space.
Like, what are you talking about? Wallet isn't even a real wallet. Like, it's literally just a spot in the back office. Like, you can't even upload USD to it. So I'm confused.
The standout features of wallet is its seamless integration with multiple blockchain platforms. This means you can interact with different blockchains without switching between multiple wallets.
Since when? You think, okay, so wallet is supposed to be the wallet used for Onpassive and its products. But somehow, Mr. Joffrey here, who I have covered a couple times now, he's out here like, oh yeah, the wallet is going to be a blockchain for cryptocurrency, and you'll be able to trade Bitcoin and OneCoin on it. It's like, no, you won't. What are you talking about, sir? Why are you lying?
Imagine having the power to connect with Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, and even Polkadot all in one place. This opens up a world of possibilities for managing your digital assets. This interoperability means you can manage assets across different blockchains without any hassle.
Okay. Again, none of this information is true. Like, this has been driving me nuts for a while with him. I was going to do another deep dive on him, but I was kind of like, whatever. Then the Recovering Unbot did this amazing deep dive on him the other night. So I was like, you know what? That's actually perfect. Because now on Friyay, I can bring up like what I'm annoyed by as well. And then I feel like we've, covered him for now. If she chooses to keep going, though, I will love that. I've already covered him a couple times. He's driving me nuts. I'm looking into Dr. Benny right now and a couple others. So I'm getting ready to do all that. I can't take him on for much longer. But I'm just like, dude, when was this? Like, to make a video like this as an Onpassive founder and be so confident in these things that he's saying, it's crazy to me. Especially when Ash came out October 3rd, never said anything about this. Never brought up blockchains and NFTs, not once. And then, like, he came out December 24th, and then again, never said anything. That's all we've really heard from him in the last several months. So I'm like, where is this man getting this from? From where?
No more juggling multiple wallets or dealing with complex transfers. It's like having a universal remote for your decentralized finance needs. Pretty cool, right? You get to control everything from one place, making your life so much easier. Now,
again, that's not what it means when he says single sign-on and that you'll be able to use all the products. He means like all the Onpassive products. He didn't say the O wallet was going to be used. Oh my.
Let's shift gears to NFT management. This is another area where O Wallet truly shines. If you're into NFTs, O Wallet is going to be your new best friend. The platform offers a range of features that make managing your NFTs a breeze. The platform offers an intuitive interface for managing and trading your NFTs. It's designed to be user-friendly, so even if you're new to NFTs, you'll find it easy to navigate. You can easily browse, buy.
I love how they're talking about NFTs, but then they're showing this guy using like this VR set,
sell, and even create NFTs directly within the app.
That's not what an
This makes
NFT
it a
is.
comprehensive tool for all your NFT
Okay.
needs. Plus, with a wallet's secure storage, you can rest assured that your digital assets are safe and sound. Security is a top priority, and O Wallet.
Again, I've questioned the security a lot, the use of cookies and how they don't tell you that they're using cookies, how they don't have a firewall. There's a lot of things.
That delivers on that front. So whether you're collecting digital art, virtual real estate, or rare in-game items, O Wallet has you covered. But
Like, what are you talking about? When has digital real estate? When? Again, yes. There's been a couple of webinars that Ash has done where he has touched on how he hopes that in future the O Wallet will do all these things, but not to the point where this should be happening, especially right now. This video was released yesterday. So it's not like this is an old video. And if this video was released right after Ash went on his rant, I would maybe be like, yeah, okay. But it wasn't. It was yesterday. I don't know where he's getting any of this information from. No one bit of it.
wait, there's more. The platform is
Oh, no.
constantly evolving to include new features and improvements. O Wallet isn't just a tool, it's a thriving community. Being part of a wallet means you're joining a network of like-minded individuals.
Now they're talking like being a part of O Wallet. Like O Wallet is its own separate thing now. Like it's a cryptocurrency thing. And then Onpassive is something else, Come be a part of O Wallet. Excuse me? What? I know. I'm like, where did this even come from? Usually when they're saying crazy things, I can be like, oh, yeah, Ash said this, Marty said this, Red said this. Even with some of the Indian O founders, I know who the top ones are. And like I said, I know many of them have made illegal income claims, and then the people under them will repeat them, and then they get in trouble for some reason. Like, it's insane. I can usually figure out where it's coming from. I can be like, oh, okay, I could see how that got misinterpreted. I have no clue with this. And he's done this a bunch of times, bringing up blockchains and NFTs. And I'm like, when? When digital real estate can be real. I'm not saying digital real estate's not real. I'm saying Onpassive doesn't have anything to do with digital real estate. Never heard Ash actually say that he wanted to do it through wallet. This is so weird to me. I feel like he's like making this up. Zafer Joffrey is sounding like crypto gold promoter, like Gene's profile pic with a golden crown for months. Yep. And that's why I'm wondering, I'm like, does he come from these crypto worlds? And he's going, the only way that I'll be able to sell Onpassive now to these people is if I tell them that it's going to have something to do with blockchains and NFTs and all of the other like cryptocurrencies. And then maybe they'll join to use wallet for all of their crypto needs. You know what I like? And I'm like, is that the angle he's trying to take now? Because nothing else is working and it's getting really tiring to just tell people to keep being patient every day. He releases like a few videos a day usually. Like there'll be like 3 of them in one day. It is. Everything about this whole thing is crazy. I feel like I'm in some kind of fever dream.
Individuals who share your passion for blockchain and NFTs. One of the things I love about this platform is its dedication to fostering a supportive and engaged community. It's not just about the technology, it's about the people who use it. From active forums and social media groups to regular webinars and AMAs with the team, there's always something happening. This keeps the community vibrant and informed. And if you ever run into any issues or have questions, wallet's customer support is top-notch. They are always ready to assist you with any concerns you might have. They offer 24/7 support to ensure you get the help you need whenever you need it. This level of support is crucial for a seamless user experience. So,
they've never had support. Their support used to be Julie. Poor Julie.
There you have it. Wallet is a comprehensive platform that brings together the best of blockchain and NFT technology. Wallet is not just another wallet. It's a complete ecosystem designed to make your blockchain and NFT experience smoother, more secure.
Whoa, hold the phone. Now it's not only a wallet, it's its own ecosystem now. So I'm like, are you trying to tell them that the Onpassive ecosystem is the wallet? I mean, it's not completely wrong. I mean, that's all that's in the Onpassive ecosystem is the wallet section, and then the area where you can get notices allegedly from Ash and Onpassive headquarters, you know, which is his spare bedroom turned into an office. But I'm just like, where in the world?
Secure and a whole lot more enjoyable. It's a must-have tool for anyone serious about decentralized finance and digital assets. If you haven't checked it out yet, now's the time. Dive into the wallet ecosystem and see for yourself how it can transform your digital experience.
And how are they supposed to do that when no one's been able to register to Onpassive since June of 2022? Like, they literally cannot register right now and go check it out. Like, that's why I say, like, a lot of these videos that are being made as alleged marketing videos, it's not. It's just cult propaganda. It's not made for people outside of the cult. As I'm sure you've noticed by now, it's made for the people inside the cult to further manipulate them and indoctrinate them, lie to them about what's going on, etc. It's interesting. Right? This guy is a complete fraud, an absolute fraud. Especially lying about the wallet like this.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to
blockchain, GPU doesn't
like,
have any of
comment, and subscribe for more tech content.
Ether.
Your support helps us bring you the latest and greatest in technology. Catch you in the next video. Stay tuned for more exciting updates and insight.
All right, so you just watched that really crazy video that he just did, released yesterday. Today, he releases a video called "Don't Share Wrong Information." Sir, you first. You first, damn it. What do you mean? What do mean? Don't share the wrong. I just watched an entire video of yours where you were doing just that about the O wallet. And how it was going to be a blockchain, have NFTs, blah, 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 blah. Like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? Lord. So, you know, don't listen to this guy. He's not making any sense. He's not making any sense. I just couldn't believe that. When I spent yesterday watching and like paying attention to it, when the Recovering Humbug did her live stream, I was ready to be like, have you noticed that this guy's been selling this as NFTs lately? It's crazy. Because I was like watching him do it over the last several days. And then like he drops that video yesterday and I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is just not even true. Like none of it. And then I check on it today and it's do not share wrong information. You first. Like, what do you mean? Drove me insane. It drove me insane. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, he's out here saying don't share wrong information. I guess maybe he's the only one that is like supposed to be sharing the information. I don't know. I don't know. But that stressed me out. I had to share it with all of you because I've never watched a full video that where every line has been a lie. But, you know, every line actually was a lie of that one. And I'm still confused. Like, I had no clue where he got this information from, that it was going to be its own ecosystem, that they were going to have NFTs. And it's funny because watching the Recovering Hunbot the other night, he had mentioned something about how you shouldn't go and watch old videos of like Ashes and the O founders and stuff. And all I was thinking in my head the whole time was, oh yeah? Okay. So then where have you gotten the info about NFTs like and blockchains? That's an old ass stream of Ashes from like 2+ years ago where I think it was actually when he was announcing like the O wallet coming with the ecosystem and everything. And then he was like, oh yeah, eventually we'll have it, you know, O coin will be a crypto and eventually we'll trade it in the blockchain. But like we are so far away from that, sir. We don't even have a merchant. Like slow your roll, sir. We don't even have a darn merchant at all. Like, so how are we getting there, you know? They try to construct the new rhetoric for the new uninformed people for the reset. Yep, it's true. Hi, Angel. Good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful start to your weekend. We're about to finish up here. And I hear that the Recovering Hunbot is about to go live. So it should be perfect timing. Yes, should be perfect timing. So it is now time for our last installment of Friyay, which is, of course, a story time from Onpassive. And like all of our past story times, this story time from Onpassive comes from good old Ram Ben. And he actually did post this one this week. I was so excited. You know, he posted like one story in December and then one in January now. So I hope he's back because he kind of disappeared there for a little bit. And I was like, oh no, where am I going to get my story times from? You know? Me too, Angel. I'm glad you made it in time for the story time too. So on January 11th, he says, it was Saturday. Darkness was already falling in, and with it, the temperatures began to drop. Through the window pane, the street looked almost deserted, which didn't surprise me because I couldn't find a reason why people would be out and about on such a day and at such an hour when they could be with themselves. Isn't she still with yourself, though? If you're out, you're just out with your... Anyway. Or their family inside their warm and cozy homes. But I'm not here to tell you or share with you what's happening in my neighborhood, especially since, sadly, much more dramatic things are happening in other neighborhoods. I'm here today to share with you a video of Red Redford that was broadcast live on Wednesday, January 8th at 6 p.m. local time. I'm like, you mean local to you? It's like, your 6 p.m. might not be my 6 p.m. So what is local time? Anyway, the subject of the video, or so its title says, was Revisit Pop-Up. Now, I reacted to that video. You may remember it. A title that may not have promised much about what Red was going to talk about that evening. But fortunately, I was just on my way home from another day of work, which will soon become completely unnecessary. Why, did you just win the lottery or something? What's going on, Ram? Oh, because I'm on... Yeah, no. You might want to keep playing those tickets, buddy. So I turned up the volume on the audio system in my noisy commercial vehicle and listened. And I have to say, Red was at his best. It was much more than analyzing what was actually written in that pop-up window that we all saw in the OES. It was like listening to a mentor from a super company. Uh-oh. Hear that, Tanja? He doesn't think it's super, I'm just saying. It was like quenching your thirst with cold water after a walk in the desert. It was an empowering show, generating energy and provoking positive and optimistic thoughts about what is going to happen to us with regard to Onpassive. So yes, the resounding rumor that Red spoke about at the beginning surprised me too. But immediately afterwards, Red interpreted and deciphered everything that was said in the pop-up window, while giving his unique and all too familiar perspective. But every time Red knows how to surprise again. Was that a sentence? Every time Red knows how to surprise again. I guess so, yeah. To feel and think the most correct and just about everything related to Onpassive. So, if you haven't seen or heard, if you're driving like me, do yourself a favor and tune into this. A little over 28 minutes in total at the following link. I do appreciate him telling me how long it is. You're really not going to regret it. You will love it. Even if you're the most engaged in the world with Onpassive, you're going to get strength and energy from this video on days like these, when it just seems that nothing is happening. And a final note. A few days ago, someone asked me, why does Red do this almost every day? And not just him. I answered him as best I could. And then yesterday, just as if he felt that there were people asking this, he came out with another amazing video titled, Why Am I Doing This? And yes, I highly recommend you watch that too. Here. And I'm like, or maybe that person also asked him. That could be it. And then he posts this picture, which, as you can see, is the list of a bunch of the products they claim is coming. So we have that to look forward to, I guess. And Red will keep us updated, is, I guess, the moral of this story. And that is it for a story time from Onpassive. Now, I remember that live stream of Red's, and, well, both of them, actually. And I don't remember them being too impressive, but again, they always see something that I don't, so good for them, I guess. Ram should have his own section with a special name, like Ram Passive or something. I don't feel like listening to Red. That's what we're all thinking. Except I do think that we are going to pick on Red next Tuesday, because he has been dropping several videos, and I think that's what we'll start next week off with, is seeing what Red's been up to. Could be some fun. Red's been missing a lot of days lately. He has been, but he's still uploading every few. Sadly, I think it's because of his mom and his mother-in-law, and not because he's dropping from Onpassive. Yes, unfortunately, he is dealing with some ailments in his family, so I think he's been a bit busier. And I hope that everything works out well with all of that. You know, like, I don't wish harm on any of them. Why does he make videos? AdSense, right? Is a one word to describe that. All you had to say. AdSense. That's it. That's why we pick him, Serene. He's always so dramatic. So that is it for today, for Friyay with my Sayers of Nay. I hope that all of you enjoyed that. The Recovering Hunbot is going live in about 5 minutes, so be sure that you head over there. I don't know how to do the thing where I send you all over there. Otherwise, I would do it. I'll work on it. It's relatively new here on YouTube, so I'll figure it out for next time. I appreciate all of you for spending this week for me, and especially tonight, to come and hang out for Friyay with my Sayers of Nay. So I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing rest of your night. Like I said, don't forget, covering on bot. And have a fabulous, amazing weekend. There should be a video going up this weekend that I've been trying to get up for like 2 days, but I just don't have the time to edit. So I'm hoping to get it up this weekend about Dr. Drew and the anti-vax community. So hopefully you look forward to that. And I'll see you all over at the Recovering Hunbots, and might see you around the YouTube streets on the weekend. So have a fabulous, fabulous time. I love all of your faces, and like always, we're in it to win it. Mwah!
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's a call. Hey.
Friend.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or sighing, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 Minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again. I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but yeah. Only Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to crazy men talking about their experiences. My name is Ash Mufar, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Have a fabulous weekend, everyone! See you on Monday! I love all your faces!
Stop going there. That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my YouTube channel. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufar.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ash Mufar, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Kaya.